It's the home Cheers bar. Like, I'll know people before I even took over the establishment. I would go in there and I would see them, and then I would see another person, and then they know each other, and then I know both groups, and, you know, just knowing everybody. Like, I can't go anywhere in Greeley anymore without running into somebody I know.
From northern Colorado, right here between the rolling plains and the Rocky Mountains, this is the Greeley Business Beat, your go-to series for conversations with local businesses and the incredible humans behind the scenes that make Greeley, well, great. Join us as we dive into stories of the people and places that make up the very fabric of our community. Whether you're Greeley born and raised or just passing through, we promise to pull back the curtains on some of our favorite community gems and introduce you to the neighbors who make this place special.
Hey there, I'm Rob Steinberg, your guide for today's episode of the Greeley Business Beat, where we explore the amazing local businesses and folks who make Greeley a place worth bragging about. What happens when lightsabers, superheroes, and good eats collide? You get Bulldog Pub and Grub, Greeley's most unexpectedly awesome hangout. With walls lined in action figures and plates stacked with comfort food favorites, this place is bursting with personality. It's loud in all the best ways. Laughter, jukebox tunes, clinking glasses, and whether you're in there for a game, a drink, or just a good time, you'll fit right in. Today we're sitting down with owner Zack Wirth. Zack, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
How did Bulldog Pub and Grub turn fandom and flavor into one unforgettable local spot?
Well, I can't take all the credit because the previous owner, Brandon, started that. But I think it's just definitely the uniqueness of it where it has all the memorabilia. I mean, because it's not just superheroes. There's actual like veteran memorabilia, you know, armed services memorabilia. We got firefighter uniforms in there, a SWAT team guys uniforms in there. Then there's movie memorabilia, and then you got all this Star Wars stuff. Honestly, Brandon is the one who started that, and we're just keeping it alive.
So tell us more about how you decided to take over the business from Brandon, and why did you decide to keep everything in place as it was before? Because I had been in there a bunch of times prior to, I guess you could say, you purchasing it. And that was one of my favorite things about going in there was seeing all of that cool memorabilia, the life-size Hulk and all that other stuff.
He's pretty neat. He's right in front now when you get there. But essentially just boiled down to me and Brandon had done quite a bit in the past business-wise with my other businesses and Bulldog advertisement-wise and just doing events with him and whatnot. And he just one day had reached out to me. He's like, hey, man, you know, this is what I'm thinking about doing. Do you know anybody interested? And I was like, I'm actually interested. You know, I wanted to keep something that he had built and I wanted to keep it alive. We obviously were patrons of that establishment before we took over. Our eldest daughter worked there for, oh gosh, I don't even know how many years. So it was part of our family kind of. So we're like, hey, let's keep this going. He was kind of done with it and he needed to move on. So we really wanted to find a way to keep it going. And here we are.
Are you from Greeley?
No, I'm born and raised in Omaha, but I've been in Greeley since about 2014.
Okay. So now that you're part of the Greeley community and you own a business in the Greeley community, what are some of the things that you've noticed that maybe have changed for you in the sense that now you're a business owner here, the people you're meeting, the type of things you're asked to do, maybe the interactions you have with people outside the business? Tell me a little bit about that.
Man, that's crazy because like obviously we have our other establishments, but they're two completely different things. So I think when I took over Bulldog Pub and Grub, I did not realize how family oriented Greeley is. I mean, a lot of our customers are now great friends and we consider them family. We'll go to places with them outside of our establishment. We'll go on trips with some of them. I mean, we've really grown together as a tight-knit group and we obviously have our regulars and it kind of gives me that Cheers vibe. You walk in and everybody knows your name, that kind of thing. So it's really nice, super tight-knit community, I think.
Absolutely. I've personally lived in Greeley since around 2011, 2012 myself. And it's crazy how in the last 13, 14 years, I feel like I've been here my entire life. And I think that Greeley goes for in a lot of ways. There is that support from the community that a lot of people don't realize is there for them. And have you come across any challenges or faced anything that you weren't expecting while running the business that maybe you've seen some people step up, help you with?
Man, you put me on the spot here. I mean, obviously business in its own is a challenge to operate. To be honest with you, when we got into Bulldog Pub Grub, I didn't know anything about it. I am not involved in that industry at all. Our eldest daughter was. So I guess that would kind of be a good thing that she kind of was involved. We purchased it. She took over and became a management type thing and kind of helped us get through the beginning stages of everything. Obviously, I've reached out to, you know, other local business owners in the same industry and got some tips and tricks from them, you know, some advice from them, how they do it, what they're doing.
Yeah. Would you give any advice to anyone who's kind of walking into a situation like this? Other than don't do it, of course.
I mean, I don't want to say don't do it. Just be prepared to live in it. You have to be there. You got to do it 24/7. If you don't live it, I don't know how you could do it.
Yeah. Do you have like any menu favorites? Did you guys change the menu up at all when you came in?
So obviously like the whole recipes, all that kind of stayed the same. We may have switched up and like added, we did a calzone thing for a while. That's kind of going away. Where we are working on adding some new pizzas with some different flair. But overall, the recipes kind of stayed the same because they were good, or they are good, I should say, not where they are. Don't fix it if it ain't broken kind of thing. We are trying to add a couple more things to kind of add our own twist on things.
Is there like a favorite for you that you always recommend to somebody when they come into the restaurant?
The Bulldog pizza is my favorite.
Okay, what's on that?
You got your sausage, pepperoni, cheese, green peppers, mushrooms, and then obviously your red sauce. I highly recommend that, and getting the homemade ranch, putting that a little bit on.
So you guys make your own ranch?
Yes, we do make our own ranch.
You were definitely from Nebraska.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the changes. I was like, dude, we got to make homemade ranch. Our kitchen manager's like, we got to make homemade ranch, man. That'll make a world of difference. Everybody loves ranch.
Yeah.
And it's been the killer right now.
So I'm a big Nebraska fan myself, and every time I go out to Nebraska, I see more ranch consumed in one weekend than I've seen my entire life growing up in Northern California. So.
Put it on everything, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever put ranch on your pizza?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. My kids still dip it in their ranch every single time. Do you have a favorite drink?
We have our own bourbon. So, I mean, I'm kind of partial to that. But me personally, I like an old-fashioned. We have the stuff to do. I mean, a smoked old-fashioned.
You have your own bourbon and you like old-fashions.
Yeah.
It sounds like a perfectly made couple there.
100%.
Yeah. So the bourbon that you made, like who mixed that for you?
We worked with a distiller out of Longmont, local guy, obviously. Anything we do venture-wise, we try our best to do everything local-ish. You know, obviously it was Colorado-based. I've known the guy for a while, but anyways, he had a distillery down in Longmont. We worked with him. We went down and sampled like 5 or 6 different barrels of stuff. And then I was like, well, I like this one and that one. And he said, well, just mix them together. So we mixed them together. And then if you're a bourbon guy and you know about bourbon, we actually took that mixture and then we do what they call finish. And we finish it in a Weller Special Reserve barrel.
Okay.
So if you're a Buffalo Trace fan,
yes, this
has, quote unquote,
I mean, I'm a bourbon fan in general.
A trace of Weller in it.
So outside of your restaurant, is there another place in Greeley, whether it's a restaurant or just somewhere that like when you're not there, what do you do? Where do you hang out?
Oh man, the bowling alley.
Okay.
I like the bowling alley. It's chill. I like to go there because a lot of our guests also go there. So I can go there and like just sit with them, chill, relax, and talk to them and not get interrupted by, staff at Bulldogs or other stuff like that.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Do you have any hobbies outside of work, or do you bowl, or do you golf, or do you nothing else?
I'm not a sports guy, to be honest with you. My buddies want to hang out and watch sports and, have some bourbons and do appetizers or whatever. I'm in 100%. Count me in. Otherwise, no, I really enjoy fishing. It's very relaxing. Okay. I really got heavy into that hobby about 2 years ago.
Okay, nice. So is there any stories, like something that just happened unexpectedly while you were at work one day, or, maybe some kind of crazy thing that happened that you look back now and it just makes you laugh?
One Christmas sweater concert deal was kind of funny, but...
Yeah, what happened?
Oh, well, we took it a little too far and we had their carrots were...
No.
I mean, it was pretty interesting to see that. I really wish I would have been there. I think it was right around the time we were transitioning to ownership. Peyton Manning stopped by.
Oh.
And I wasn't there. I was like, man, Annie got to meet him.
Oh.
But,
yeah. Well, that just goes back to that whole community connection where you're a spot where people gather on a day-to-day thing. Like, what's the hardest part for you to deal with? To me personally, what I have to deal with a lot with is repairs. You got so many things going on. You got so many coolers, you got so many fixtures, et cetera, et cetera. So I think my thing I have to deal with a lot is repairs. Always something needing to get fixed somewhere. Any oops moments that you've had?
Oops, I bought a bar. What was I thinking?
When did that sort of start to sink in for you?
So we purchased it in like June of 22, and I probably want to say about August, because what started happening is everybody found out I bought it. And then if there was an issue, or if, the bar was closed at the closing time, but, you could still legally serve alcohol. And they're like, hey, Zach, why, where are you at? Why is the bar closed? And stuff like that. So I started getting personal messages of people like, hey, what's up with this? Or can you add this? Or can you bring that? And it's like, oh man, what did I get involved in? But, obviously I try my best to cater to everyone and let them know. But there has been quite a few times like, man, here's the keys. If you want to give it a shot, buddy.
Just clean up after yourself.
Yeah. Well, not in that. I'm just like, here's the keys if you want to try and make this work. But a lot of it was like where the people started reaching out to me personally. So at that moment, I was like, what the heck? It was very overwhelming. We just took over. Now we're all good.
So what's the most Greeley thing about your business?
the customers, the people. It's the home cheers bar. Like before I even took over the establishment, all new people, I would go in there and I would see them, and then I would see another person, and then they know each other, and then I know both groups, and just knowing everybody. Like I can't go anywhere in Greeley anymore without running into somebody I know.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Where do you see Bulldog Pub and Grub 1 year, 5 years, 10 years down the line? Do you still see yourself behind the bar, in the kitchen, fixing the toilets?
Hopefully, no, I'm not doing that, but I would love to see growth. Like we still digging the vibe it has now, so we don't want to change that. Just overall improvement, and anywhere we can do improvement, we will obviously do our best to do that.
Nice. So what advice would you give to somebody that is wanting to start or take over a new business?
I hate to say it, but I feel like I am personally living proof of if you don't take big risks, you're not going to get big reward. That's just me personally. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have no school education. I have multiple businesses that I'm involved with. I had no idea what is involved in the restaurant business. No idea what I'm doing. I didn't. Now I've learned a lot. I said, I'm going to learn. I'm going to figure out how to make it better. I applied a lot of common sense to things. I think that can get you very far in life itself. I know a lot of people don't like to hear it, but if you want to do it, you just got to do it, man. Just do it. If you fail, pick yourself up and go on to the next thing. Just don't stop trying.
Nice. So let's maybe do like a rapid fire round that has nothing to do with any of this sort of thing. Are you a cat or a dog person?
Dog all day. Frenchies and English Bulldogs, man. That's what's cool too, is like we took over and Brandon has an English Bulldog. We had an English Bulldog. So it's kind of cool that everybody thought that our dog was Brandon's dog, but it wasn't.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
You already said you're a bourbon guy, so I won't ask you whiskey or beer because you're a whiskey guy is my assumption, right?
Yeah. I can't drink beer.
You can't drink beer.
I don't know what it is, But
yeah. Thanks again for joining us today on the Greeley Business Beat. Looking forward to coming by the restaurant sometime.
All right. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Like what you're hearing on the Greeley Business Beat? Do us a favor and share this episode. Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, and be sure to leave a review. We'll be rounding up more businesses and attractions each month. So sit back, tune in, and we'll keep dishing up the stories that make Greeley great. The Greeley Business Beat is a production of the City of Greeley in collaboration with 1K Creative. Greeley is one of the few spots in Colorado that combines the best of everything the state has to offer. Beautiful vistas, deep agricultural roots, easy access to the outdoors, and a vibrant and friendly community. Learn more at visitgreeley.com. Until next time, stay connected to the heart of Greeley.